Hello everyone, it's Kitten here again. I know this video is coming out a little later. I didn't get around to recording last week. But I'm recording now and I have made quite a bit of progress. So first of all, I have Elytra and I got full Netherite gear. I had probably the most successful Netherite mining trip in my life. I went bed mining. Of course, I used about 2 stacks of wool. I've gotten quite a big wool collection now. Well, not big anymore. I've used a bit of it. But I got enough netherite to get all of my tools and all of my armor netherite. So that's awesome. And of course the Elytra. I got that from an end city. I went to it right after defeating the Ender Dragon. I've organized my ender chest a little bit. Got some shulker boxes now, which is wonderful. Very, very fun. And I've done some more building, so whee! We can fly now, and I did a lot. I added this over here. I'll start off here. This is a tree farm. Well, I missed it, but we'll just go inside. Yeah, it looks good. This took a long time to make. I had to get so much wood because this is bigger than all the other buildings I had like this. And then I also decided to do, because I had these spaces, and I decided to do the type of wood here. And I think it turned out pretty good. So I have, in this one I have oak, birch, jungle, acacia, and small spruce trees. I am going to make another tree farm for double wide spruce trees, double wide jungle trees, and the dark oak and the mangrove wood. I have not gotten around to that just yet. I made a big path, and I finished my tree. And okay, I'm not going to show it from above. I did do some stuff here. I added cows, all these little farms. I have a sheep farm, and I have the piggies over here. And this one I ended up just making one big farm and then putting all 3 in the same area. But yeah, I finished the tree, and it looks a little strange sometimes from some angles. But overall, I think it's pretty good. Pretty good for my first attempt at building something like this. The nether, let me tell you about the nether. So, I went and explored the fortress, and there was no nether wart in it. That fortress is, I'm pretty sure I explored all the inside part, because there's only one inside entrance usually, right? And I explored like the whole inside part of it, and there was no nether wart room, like not one at all. So I had to go find a whole other fortress just to get nether wart. I finally did. Oh, and that fortress is in a warped biome, so I have warped stuff now as well. But you can see the tree from afar, and it looks okay from different angles. Oh yeah, I put carpet on top of it to stop snow. I missed a couple of places, but it's okay. But yeah, it's a nice tree. And then this over here is my most recent build. I still have to fill out snow in a lot of these areas. This area needs snow. I've been having to do a lot of snow. And it's gotten snowed on, of course. This is going to be my villager trading hall. So I have it set up how I want, and it's because it's a circle, it's a little wonky. It's a little weird, but basically the villagers will stand here and their job will be here, and then I can just trade with them pretty easily. Here I'm probably going to have more farming villagers, some butcher villagers, and maybe like fletchers, and maybe a few other types too. And I'm still unsure how I'm going to do the roof, but I'm working on that. And then to the sides, over kind of in this area, and then on the other side is where we get the really tall tree farm is going to be, basically, for the ones that need a lot more space than the regular trees to grow. Okay, what else have I done? Yeah, so I went on a pretty big nether expedition. And then I also am working on plans for for the spawner, the skeleton spawner. I cleared it. I did this quite a while ago, actually. This was one of the first things I did after the last video, was that I dug out huge sections, and I will go and check on that in just a minute. I did go exploring a little with my Elytra, of course, and I found a few monuments, but I found one that I really like, and that one's going to be the Guardian Farm / monument build that I plan to do. So I have 2 big builds planned. Well, actually, I have more. I've got like these plans for this world now, and it's really exciting, but I'm not ready to talk about it just yet. Once I've thought it out a little more, though, I will introduce those plans to you. But all you need to know right now is that I still have plans to build myself a mega base. And in short, I'll go into more detail later, but it's going to be a castle on a floating ice island out in a plains that has snowy spikes, and eventually a village themed around the same theme of the castle. And I'm really excited about that. And then I'm also going to excavate an ocean monument, of course, the classic, and make a guardian farm. And I made out a color palette for that, so I think it's going to be really pretty once I get done with it. Anyway, I'm really excited to get going with some of those projects. I still have some stuff to do here in this area, though, and I have decided to wait. I can't remember if I said this already, but I've decided to wait until the cherry trees come out because I want to use the new wood in my base build, my mega base build. So the pink wood is going to look great with the theme that I already kind of picked, the kind of color scheme that I already picked out for it. So we're just going to be waiting on that. Alright. I will be right back, and I'll show you what I've done at the spawner. Alright, we're back, and we're here at the skeleton spawner, and a lot has changed. I've still got a skeleton hanging out here. Nice. So I've made the walls. I've finally decided on a choice for the walls, and it's basically this pattern on this side and this kind of pattern on this side. This chest will not stay here, it'll move. And then I have my entrances. I dug out these really huge, and this is on each side. Here, over on that side, and over there. And what I'm going to do in all these spaces is I'm going to make several automatic farms and also some manual farms. So that basically I want this area to be where when I'm in this area, whether I'm waiting for the skeleton spawn to get XP or I'm farming materials, building materials, I just want kind of everything to be going all at once. And I figured, why not use this area? It has a skilly spawner. I'll need XP to mend my tools and stuff. Clearly I don't need general XP because I got 70 levels. Some of that, of course, from the dragon. I just haven't spent it. I really haven't decided yet what I want to spend it on. I've started a few things growing. But yeah, this place is really coming together. We got those walls there. This other side is built much the same way. We got this, our storage system. I converted my little smelter here. I made it look all leafy and nice and pretty. One here. And then I've gotten started on this room. This room is going to have the automatic farms for the warped and crimson vines. And I'm also going to have little patches of the warped and crimson I forget what the stuff is called, but the warped and crimson versions of the Netherite, because you can bone meal those and you can get all those lovely materials. I made a little fishing hole, and you can also go down here and bone meal to get coral and seaweed and other things. So the idea for this room, I want it to be a little wider because of the water source. So the idea is that the trees are cutting the rest of the walls from growing. This one, I'm still not sure about it. It looks pretty weird. I'm not sure if I'm going to go change it or not, but this is how I pretty much got this one. And see, from this side it looks fine and you kind of get it, but then when you go around to this side it just ends up looking rather odd. And I think it's this part. I think this part needs to change, actually. So I might go back and alter that some. But yeah, this area is on its way to being finished. I still have to build all the farms, and for that I need redstone and observers and pistons and all that stuff, which I need iron for, and redstone, and rails also, and I'll need some gold for the rails. So I've got a lot of mining to do, essentially. So I've almost gotten everything I need completed here in this area. The skelly spawner, of course, is going to take a bit more time to get all that stuff done. But once I get the tree farms built and the trading hall finished, I don't, as of right now, have any more plans for any actual buildings to go around here. So what's next is making a path that spans from my house all the way up through all these areas. A really nice path, adding decorations. I want to spruce up these buildings, because right now they are only made of spruce and it's kind of boring. It really needs something to differentiate it from everything else. So I'll probably use some dark spruce and maybe other woods, we'll see. And then for the path, I'm thinking a dark stone, so either I'll use deep slate or black stone is what I'm thinking right now for the paths. Maybe like a mixture of textures in there as well, so it's not just one block. And then I have one more plan for this general area. Well, actually a couple more plans. I do eventually want to build a raid farm with the tower over that way, and an iron farm as well, although I'm unsure if I want to combine them. It does work, but there are a few issues, and I'm not sure if I want to do that. But I guess you noticed during the skelly spawner that I kind of have this theme going where it's like, it looks like it's overgrown. You have all this deep slate and stuff, and then it looks like it's kind of overgrown with the birch trees. So what I want to do is build a gigantic birch tree over the area where the spawner is above ground, and then have water elevators inside it leading straight down, in case I don't want to just run through a tunnel every time I want to get to it, because it is getting rather tedious doing that. Alright, I'm getting tired now. So that is another thing that I want to do, and I want to make over on this side. I want to make a little platform that I can stand on and look out over the forest, and then I want to make a staircase going down that side and down to said tree, maybe even into the village that's over there. So those are my plans for this. I'm not going to, I may pick a location for my mega base before the update comes out, but I probably won't start building until the update comes out, at least not the actual building part. I could build the floating icy platform, I guess. But yeah, I'm excited to continue on with the series. So far, so good. I will do the wither eventually, but I'm not going to be fighting the wither legitimately. I'm just going to tease it because I can't. I've been experimenting and trying to find ways to defeat it legitimately in hard mode without dying, and I'm just not confident I can. So in the meantime, I'm just going to do what I need to do to get a beacon, and that involves cheesing it a little bit. But eventually, I would like to someday do it legitimately, because it'd be a nice challenge to do for myself. Anyways, that's about all for this update. Hopefully I'll have something more to show you in the next video, maybe something interesting. Maybe I'll have some big farms built, maybe even the guardian farm, who knows. Anyways, thank you all so much for your continued support. I will see you later. Bye bye!